This is a newsletter challenge I've set myself to show you that you can grow for free or spending very, very little money. I'm referencing this in this entire series. I'm not showing you the newsletter yet because I want to show you that you can do this without an existing audience as well. So that's why I'm not giving away the name of the newsletter yet. I will do soon. This is the data on the back end. So I've had 250 subscribers in the last quarter generated from Beehive and 428 from other sources. Today, I want to talk about YouTube and exactly how I'm using YouTube in order to be able to grow this particular newsletter. Now, I'm not going to go through the full YouTube strategy in detail. Instead, what I'm going to do is talk to you about 6 things that I do that you can copy in order to use YouTube as a way to drive traffic over to your newsletter. You don't have to have an existing audience to do this. I started the YouTube channel from zero as well as the newsletter. They have grown side by side together, and the YouTube channel, as you can see, is driving traffic over to the newsletter. So what I'm going to do is go through these 6 things now for you so you can start doing these as well. So what I would say before I go through this is that I've set myself a limit of 30 minutes. I had some time at the beginning to get everything set up, writing the newsletter, growing the newsletter. 30 minutes is all I am giving myself because I'm trying to model this on you guys not having a huge amount of time. Plus, I do have my own client work and we've got students in our community that I'm looking after as well. So I am trying to, this is not my main project basically, but I'm trying to show you what you can do. So my 6 steps for newsletter growth on YouTube. The first thing I do is call to actions everywhere. Okay, so every single video, if it relates, I'm mentioning my newsletter. Normally within the first 30 seconds of the video, or I'm doing it naturally within the video itself. So I'm writing it into my script. I also put a link to the newsletter with a call to action in my description. It's there at the very top, and I'm not just writing something generic like sign up to my newsletter. Okay, I'm making it a lot more open loop like that, creating something in the reader's mind so they're like, oh my goodness, I have to click on this link and check out this newsletter. And then also what you can do on YouTube that not a lot of people know is you can put a pinned comment in there, which means if somebody does see the comments, the first one is always going to be that call to action with the link to my newsletter. So every single time I am doing that, and I'm not always even saying this is my newsletter. I could say things like get X, or if you want to learn Y, click here. The next thing I do is community tab. So YouTube has its community tab, and what I can do there is I can easily post about the latest issue. So you can very easily take a screenshot of your newsletter, post it there. If you're feeling a little bit more fancy, you could do a very short 5-second screen recording of you scrolling through it, turn that into a GIF, or as I said, if I make a video about the newsletter, and I'll get into that in a second, then I can post that video there as well, and I can sort of say, if you'd like to read the newsletter that relates to this video, click here. But it's an opportunity to put some more links in. The next thing I do is that when I'm planning my newsletter, I'm also thinking about a video that I can make that will go with it. So the two are working together. And what that allows me to do is naturally mention my newsletter within my videos when it comes to a call to action. So the whole thing has been planned out. So I've got this natural way of leading the viewers of my YouTube channel into my newsletter. I'm kind of saying, if you think this video is good, you should really check out the newsletter. So I'm planning both of them together. And as I said, I'm making these videos where I can naturally mention a specific newsletter issue. So it won't necessarily be the latest issue. So for example, if I was making a newsletter, let's say around TikTok and how to grow on TikTok, I'd be thinking about, okay, so a few weeks ago, I did a newsletter on TikTok. I can reference that. How can I get that into my script, as well as the fact that I have planned my content with my newsletter? So it might be that the latest issue is about marketing or TikTok shop. And I'm just trying to bring everything together. So I'm always able to reference my back catalogue of issues as well as my latest newsletter. So as I'm planning out my video content, I'm also scrolling the back catalogue of newsletter issues so that I've got an opportunity to show all the value I have in my newsletter, not just the latest issue, but previous ones as well. Because previous issues of your newsletter can still get you subscribers if they are still relevant. If you're doing something like news or like crypto pricing updates, it's not going to be. But if your content's a little bit more evergreen, so, you know, sort of like marketing trends and tactics, things like that, then you can totally reference old newsletter issues and they can still be relevant. The other thing that I do is that I make the newsletter the star of the show. So I can actually create a video where my newsletter is the backdrop. So just like here, I'm scrolling through a document, a Google Doc, I can scroll through my newsletter and I can sort of talk about the different things that are in my newsletter in more detail. I might not go through the whole newsletter. You know, I might be like, oh, get to the high value section and be like, oh, if you want to see the rest, then you need to click on the link in the description and you can see the rest of this process. I might just focus on one thing, or there might be a link that I really want people to click on in the newsletter. Maybe that goes like through to an affiliate offer. So I talk about that in the newsletter, using the newsletter as the backdrop to the video here. And then I'm referencing that link and I'm like, oh, if you just want to get to this link or you want to get to this deal or you want to get to this offer, just click the link here in the newsletter. You'll go to the newsletter and then you can click the link within your newsletter. So I'm driving people to sign up that way. Then the last thing I'm doing, and I don't have enough time to do this right now because I have set myself a limit of 30 minutes and I'm focused on growth. So I'm setting up the newsletter, writing it. I am trying to do a video a week. They're very, very, very short because I'm trying to limit myself to 30 minutes. And then if I get time, I am trying to do a little bit of repurposing. But if you've got more time than me, and something I will be doing in the future, is repurpose the video, turn it into shorts, repurpose it into social media posts, repurpose it into blog posts, use AI to do all of that for you. And that's going to enable you to create more content. You can even repurpose it into more posts for your community tab as well. You can turn it into polls. So you can take the transcript of your video, get ChatGPT to write you some polls or quizzes, and then put a link into the video there. There's absolutely tons that you can do over on YouTube to just repurpose your content without too much effort. So they're the 6 things that I am doing, things that you can be doing as well in order to use YouTube to drive traffic over to your newsletter. If you want us to go through any more of this or you've got any other questions for us, then just leave a comment down under the video and we'll see you in the next one.